told me that insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, hoping for a different result. And I think that's where we are right now as Liverpool. We keep repeating the same thing time and time and time again and hoping for different results. So it has been months since Liverpool have been in this weird zone, which people have called a blip, some have called a crisis. It's whatever you want to call it. But the truth of the matter, something is definitely wrong with this Liverpool time. And it's all based on the system. Before we get into the players, let's talk about the system because I think that's the most important thing that we need to be highlighting. First of all, this was discovered months ago that Liverpool needs a better build up whenever they're going forward. First of all, players who hold with on the flanks when they come up against low blocks. Some players who can help out on the wings so that we try to keep pushing up going forward. Reacting better to transition every single time defensively. It's something that we've asked time and time again, and we have not seen it. And now this year, this now apparently is now months, and yet nothing yet has been fixed. That's one thing that we've noticed with Liverpool in all the things we've been watching, that their structure, however they're putting on their structure, they cannot by all means hold on to the ball. Whenever they're in control, they lose the ball easily. And the winning second balls used like it's like these players have never played football. It's exactly what I'm watching. Is it maybe a combination of players who don't need to mix, who don't actually make sense, who are playing together and nothing is actually adding up? Because the truth of the matter, when I'm looking at this team, I'm asking myself more questions rather than answers. Every single time I say I'm giving Slot time to see what he's doing to change the team, to help the team, I come back here again, time and time again, and say so many things that I actually find myself confused because I don't see any movement from what we were the first time we lost the first game. 21 goals have been scored this season for Liverpool, and we have not even reached game number 10. 21 goals which have been scored. Last season, we only lost 4 games. Now I can tell you we've already lost them 4 games before the season even come to anything. We had a different system which was played during the midweek in the Champions League, and yet I can come back here and tell you that it was not even like that. It was not even the system that we played last week, which we played today, during the midweek, which we played today. And guess what? It left us again exposed, and we go back to losing games. It's happening times and times again. If you want to hear more about what's happening with the players, I'm going to get into the breakdown of this video. I want people to join me. If you're watching on the short, come in. Let's talk about what's wrong with Liverpool. I have an entire list here of things I need to talk about. So let's get into the video. So, people, we are in trouble. We are really in trouble. Oh, hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. I don't know if I'm really back. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. Let's talk about the problems of Liverpool because, like I said, people, we are in trouble. The truth of the matter is that Liverpool are in trouble. First of all, the things that I've read about you, this has been happening since I've been watching this team this season. All of these things, we started seeing them last season when the season was coming to an end. We saw them as the season was continuing right now. And this is the truth of the matter. We saw this, and it feels like we are going back deep. We keep going down deep, rather than to see any idea of where the team is going. First of all, I need to ask a question. And I think it's really, really important that sometimes we have to ask ourselves questions as this team. What is wrong with our team? What is really wrong with our team? Because I sat down today and I tried to write down everything that I'm seeing with Liverpool, and I'm trying to make sure that maybe the things that I've included here are the things that maybe all of us in the world are seeing. First of all, let's talk about the system, because the system has always been this. Arne Slot wanted the system. The players that he has maybe are not suiting or are not suitable to the system which we are seeing, or something is wrong, because it feels like with the system we are playing, some players are working more than others, and those players who are working more than others, they look like average, while the ones who are not working keep looking like shit as they are shit. So, first of all, and I hope Arne Slot does not mention this thing, he kept on complaining about long balls when it comes to the teams. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about, because you keep talking about this thing so many times, thinking that you're actually making some changes into the team to help out the team so that it might play better. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. So many people who have been watching football, they are not seeing that. I'm hearing people who are calling me Liverpool fans who are telling me that the truth of the matter is that if we continue with Arne Slot, there is no direction where this Liverpool team is going. And I'm trying by all means not to agree with those people, but when you really look deep down and you try to analyze, it feels exactly like that's exactly where we are going. It feels like what we are doing, how we are setting up the team, how we are trying to build, does not give any direction to where the team is going. And now we are trapped. We are in trouble now. Crisis has begun. This has been crisis that we've been avoiding for years. It has begun, people. And we need to start analyzing and seeing some changes. If the manager doesn't willing to make the tough decisions, the important, toughest changes, I think the situation is gonna get worse, because if the changes are not made by the managers, the changes have to be made by the board. Because if the fans now start pushing the board to make those changes, it's not gonna be pretty. But they can see how terrible we look as a team. Some changes needs to be done, and fast. Pronto, we need to see some changes, because we cannot continue watching what we're watching. It does not make sense. I'm not going to talk about all the refereeing decisions. We don't care about that. We care about the game, because when we talk of the game right now, we are not seeing it. We are not seeing it. And that's what's irritating me about Liverpool. So let's talk about the problems we have. What's wrong with the Liverpool set pieces? Why can't we not deal with set pieces? Why every single time a throw-in is very close to the 18 area, it feels like it's a penalty? A corner is about to be hit, it feels like a penalty. A free kick close to the goalkeeper, it feels like a penalty. Why can't we not deal with the set pieces? Why? Why is, and this is the thing that is irritating me the most. Error use, if it's not Virgil van Dijk winning error use, it feels like we literally cannot have anyone who wins those error use. Yet we have Cody Gakpo in the team, we have Dominic Soboslai, he's not short, we have Grant Gravenberch did not play today, of course. Hugo Ekitike was in the team. Ibrahima Konate was not in the game. Looking at those people's leg edge, like heights and stuff like that, they should be dealing with this situation. Why are they not dealing with it? Why are they not dealing with those set pieces? What's wrong with the Liverpool set pieces? Why can't we not get the ball coming to us? Why can we not deal with it? It feels like we're panicking or something like that. I don't get this. Why are we not dealing with set pieces? And secondly, talking about that, why do we keep passing the ball backwards? Every single time a player just puts some little pressure on us, the opposition team now, they have it programmed in their head that the ball is going back at the goalkeeper. So many times when you could see that there was an opportunity to move the ball better, the player just have to make a side pass to the player who is running next to you. Pass it backwards and you lose the ball, and we are under pressure. Why does it keep happening? How is that we cannot be able to deal with easy progression, passing good passes, going with the ball forward, and trying to make a change and a difference forward, rather than to keep passing backwards countless times and times again, and we find ourselves in crisis mode, because that's where we are. If you think I'm lying, people, go right now and go highlight each and every Liverpool forward players and look at how many passes that they've made going backwards, and compare that to passes that they've made going forward. You will cry. You will be in tears. Definitely, I promise you, you'll be in tears, because it's happening again and again and again. It's happening again and again and again. And why is that we are always too slow in attacking? It's clear we're not really good in actually breaking teams down. So when there are spaces which we can manipulate and take advantage of, why are we not running and try to make sure that we take advantages of those spaces? Why is that we are now into this slow mode football that we just don't want to move, feeling like we want to? Why is it happening? Because it keeps happening time and time and time and time again. Why is it happening? Why? Why? Because if I don't get and answer people, I'm really losing it now with Liverpool. I'm really losing it. I'm really losing it. And let's talk about the other team, because I think we saw this as well. Why was it so easy for Brentford to be making 1-2 passes, 1-2 touches in our own 18 area like we're not in the game? They were passing easy balls, making some routine passes in the 18 area of Liverpool, like it is their own home place, like it's their own home ground. Why is it happening so easy that they're allowed to move the ball easily? They're allowed to make mistakes and keep finding themselves opening spaces like we are not even part of the game. Why? Why? Because if if the manager doesn't have a clue on dealing with the situations, if the manager doesn't understand how to deal with, like I said, the transition that happens defensively, if we are not good in reacting better into transition defensively, then we have a problem. If we're not really good at reacting at those long balls that the manager keeps talking about, I'm telling you, if Arne Slot says this in the press conference, if he says it, I promise you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. We need to be better as a team. We need to be better, and the effect of the matter is everyone is terrible. Everyone. And it's making some players who are new to the team, it's making it so difficult for them to actually understand what's happening. This whole goddamn team is terrible. The defense, the goalkeeper, first of all, Mamadashvili, oh my God, this guy is so meaty. It's so meaty. You know, this is the thing that I hate watching compilations of a player. You think that if he saves some 2, 3, 4, 5, and you think he's the best goalkeeper. No, man. No, man. Oh, oh, oh. Crisis mode. That's all I can say. Crisis mode. Let's move on the other thing. Defensively, Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk. Either Konate is done with Liverpool, either Virgil van Dijk is too old for Liverpool. We just don't look like anything that is happening there. Connor Bradley and the Milos Kirkers, that ain't it. That ain't it, people, because I'm not seeing enough. I'm not seeing enough. We have made so many teams to have their way with us. It's so funny that I'm laughing at this, but it feels like these teams are having their way with us. They're literally moving us, turning us, and doing us everything. We are literally going down and setting up so that they do whatever they want to do to us. They're having their way with us defensively. 21 goals. And we've not even reached 10 games. 21 goals. 4 losses in a row in the Premier League. 4 entire losses in the Premier League. This is terrible, man. This is really, really terrible, people. This is really, really terrible. The thing is coming out from the system, to be honest, people. And I think I've said it so many times, and I'm literally repeating myself, and I hate doing this, but the problem is the system. Whatever the manager is trying to do, however he's setting up his players to cover positions, it's not working. And I don't know, does the management, the ownership of Liverpool wants to see us lose maybe 6 or 10 games for them to start making some important decisions? Because I never thought I'll be saying this, but it feels like some important decision that should be made. We're not going to be shouting it out at you because we don't have to be doing your job for you. You can see it's terrible. You can see the problem with this team, and yet you're doing nothing. This is no longer a gay thing, like a gay can just come into this team and sort everything out. I don't think so. I don't really think so. This is the thing that disturbs me a lot when it comes to Liverpool and Arne Slot. And this is the thing. When a player performs so well, for example, i.e. Federico Chiesa performed so well, he wins the Barclays, he wins the Standard Chartered Player of the Month coming from the bench, and he doesn't even get a start in all the games that comes forward. Like, what do the players who are actually doing it, who are really sacrificing, who are running through the entire war for the team, have to do to get into this lineup? A lineup of a team that is losing day in and day out. What exactly do they need to do? What do they need to do? Salah scored a goal. Yes, he did. But what did he do in the game? Yes, he ran in the first 5 minutes of the game. But that was it. Out of the game. There was an interesting formation. It was confusing, but it produced the results. And I think let us all be honest here. The only thing that we need now at the moment when it comes to Liverpool as a team is results. We need to produce results from anywhere. Anywhere on earth we can get them results. We need to produce them because we've not been seeing them for the past 4 games in the Premier League. In fact, we have been seeing goals that are being scored against us in the past 4 games for Liverpool. In the past, I don't even know games for Liverpool. We need to see results. And I don't even think the manager has a clue on what to do to see them results. The system is dead. The players are not showing any tendency to win any dues. They're not showing any tendency to win any dues. They aren't. Let us be honest, they aren't. At the end, we aren't seeing anything. We can't see anything from these guys. They're literally go slow walking and hoping for the best. And what's up with us with some weird passes that if a striker loses the ball in the 18 area of the other team, we know that it's gonna be an open door for the opponent team that is attacking to go score. It's literally an open gate. You just have to keep running, going straight forward, and you get the goal. Easy as that. Why is that this is only happening to us? Why are we this terrible? Why are we this terrible people? Can you tell me why are we this terrible? So many things which needs to be questioned about Liverpool. So many things that need so many answers when it comes to Liverpool. But the truth of the matter is, and I've told this to one of my people, don't put Arsenal and Liverpool in the same sentence because you can't be talking on a team that is number 1 with a team that is number 6, and you try to compare points that are different from each other. It doesn't make sense. Don't compare us. Don't compare this because that's not our level. That's not where we are. We are not allowed to even wish to be there. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves there. Let's try to deal with our mid. We are literally a team that has spent £500 million, and we have to fight to be in the top 10 of the Premier League right now. Right now we're in the top 6. I bet by the next 3 weeks we'll be in the top 10. So let us focus on that. Let's find ways of beating the line, of trying to go above the likes of Manchester United, on top of them, the likes of the teams that are at our level, which we are dealing with right now, because that's where we are. Don't try to think about what's up there because there's nothing for us up there. There is nothing up for us for up there. It's either Man City or it's a free run to Arsenal for Arsenal to go win the league because that's how it is. A literally free run if Man City don't do anything wrong because we are here. We are here, people. That's where we are. This is where Arsenal is and this is where we are. You see, you can't even see it in the screen because that's where we are. We are terrible, people. We are terrible. We are terrible. Anyway, people, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I don't need another meeting. Please. Don't want to hear the players or anyone talking about we had a meeting as players to talk about what we're going to do, how we're going to do, where we're going to do. Nah. I don't want to hear that nonsense right now. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Either you fix up or decisions have to be made. You fix up or decisions has to be made because we are literally at that point now where either you fix up or movement is to happen. And we'll keep an eye on you, FSG. We'll keep an eye on you. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect if you want. And to those people who are confused in this short way this information is coming up, go watch the entire video. It's a 20-minute video on the Football Connect on YouTube. Go give me an analysis, my thoughts on that one, and like the video and subscribe to the Connect. I'm out. And this time I'm really out.